Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jessica Harrington. Tonight on the Now Bakersfield, students in the Bakersfield City School District could see some major changes soon. We'll tell you about a plan to have students in the classroom for 12 months out of the year. And the Lightning in a Bottle Festival has announced their Phase 2 lineup. We'll tell you what to expect. Plus, it is Fat Tuesday, so let the good times roll. See where you can go for all-you-can-eat seafood to celebrate Mardi Gras. That's all ahead on the Now Bakersfield. Chris?
Let's get to our lineup here on the Now. We have a new look at just how much prescription med costs can vary between pharmacies, even if they're just miles apart. What you can do to get the best price. Also, immigrant women sharing the food from their home countries, welcoming strangers into their homes, the unique cooking classes that offer much more than just a new recipe, and the latest fitness craze, really taking us back to the basics. We're talking just stretching. It's especially important as we age, and we're going to take a look at what these classes are specifically offering.
Good evening. We are continuing to follow breaking news out of East Bakersfield tonight. One person has been arrested and shots have been fired this evening. Officials confirming that to us just moments ago. We are still learning details about the incident at this hour. Officials say a parolee identified as Gavino Castro has been arrested by U.S. Marshals. Officials with the Office of Correctional Safety say there was a shooting but could not confirm who was involved. It's unknown at this time if Castro's arrest is connected to another incident that has happened at Motel 6 on East Brundage Lane, where there is a large police presence. We do know it appears at least one person has died at this crash scene, which is just down the road at East Brundage Lane and Oswell Street. Of course, this is all a developing story. We're going to continue to track the very latest and bring you those details as soon as we have them right here and on our website, turnto23.com. The school year could soon look very different for kids in the Bakersfield City School District as they look to move toward having students in the classroom year-round. The district would add longer breaks during holidays and reduce the amount of summer vacation. The Now's Amanda Mason looks into what would happen if the proposal passes and what this means for the summer school program.
We have to do our very best to design engaging, meaningful learning experiences that benefit every child. And to do that in a August through June 12-week summer break is not the most opportune structure.
The Bakersfield City School District announced it is proposing year-round schooling for its students. Assistant Superintendent Mark Lukey said if approved, the new schedule would extend holiday breaks and add additional weeks off in October and spring,
which would then exit our calendar at the start of June. So summer would be, again, shorter, so the school year would most likely begin at the end of July.
Officials say this change is all in an effort to improve learning. They said it's too early to tell if it would save the district money.
To continue learning experiences over a 12-month period, where we stop viewing a school year as a compartmentalized block of time that we put into a box and we put away, and then they go to the next school year. It is about elongating a process of learning for kids.
But there are still several meetings that need to take place before a final decision is made. District officials also outlined a new plan for the summer school program after getting criticism that they were planning to cancel it this year. The recommendation is to cancel the summer program this year in an effort to revise next year's schedule. And the summer program would be invitational only.
Our intention is to bring back a summer learning program next summer that truly targets our most needy students.
Lukey says that it would involve meetings with parents at the end of the school year to determine what students need the most help.
We will never have a system in summer where every kid can be part of it. We have 31,000 kids. So there are always kids who are going to be left out, who have to have other things to do. And the community has a myriad of tremendous opportunities.
That was the Now's Amanda Mason reporting. Again, the year-round school is only a proposal at this point. Nothing is set in stone. Officials say the earliest this plan would occur is the 2020 to 2021 school year. We reached out to the Bakersfield Elementary Teachers Association to get a comment about the year-round school proposal. Officials say they were not aware of the proposal and were not able to comment. Have you gotten your tickets yet for the Lightning in a Bottle Festival? The 5-day art and music event has now announced phase 2 of their lineup. The Lightning in a Bottle Music Festival was approved to come to Kern County by the Board of Supervisors last month and will take place in May at Buena Vista Lake. On the lineup are DJs, electronica artists, reggae, and much more. To get a full look at the Lightning in a Bottle lineup and how to get tickets, just head to our website, turnto23.com. Winter is coming, and in the newly released trailer of the final season of Game of Thrones, so are the White Walkers. Fans have been waiting for more than a year, and today HBO gave us a tease of what's to come in Westeros.
I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
Oh yeah, the dark teaser gives away nearly nothing about the new season, but that hasn't stopped it from being viewed more than 11 million times since this afternoon on Twitter alone. The trailer shows the Stark clan preparing for the advancing army of the dead, dragons flying high, ships launching, and leaves you guessing as to who will be the last person standing. Game of Thrones will debut its 8th and final season on Sunday, April 14th.
New findings out today show that prescription drug prices can vary by hundreds of dollars depending on where you shop. But as the Now's Kamasi Aaron found, there are things you can do to get the best prices.
For me, the pattern of my life is oxygen, water, insulin. It is just as essential.
For the last 30 years, Marina Saplina has taken insulin to survive.
And I take anywhere between probably 6 to 10 injections per day, depending on what I need, certainly any time before I eat and any time I need to adjust my blood sugar.
Living with type 1 diabetes and no health insurance, she bought a year's supply of insulin in Canada because she can't afford to buy it here in the U.S.
The insulin alone would be about from $900 to $1,100.
New research shows drug prices can vary greatly depending on the pharmacy. The U.S. Public Interest Research Group Education Fund surveyed more than 250 pharmacies in 11 states on prices for 12 common drugs. It found consumers could save anywhere from $100 to $5,000 a year simply by shopping around.
On average, over 9 times the lowest price could be charged for a prescription drug that many people take.
The study found chain pharmacies like CVS tend to have higher prices than mom-and-pop pharmacies.
8 of the 12 drugs that we surveyed, mom-and-pop shops and small chain pharmacies actually had less expensive prices than the big chains.
That's why U.S. Perg says you should compare at least 5 pharmacies and try shopping online. GoodRx.com helps you find the best prices in your area. PharmacyChecker.com connects with verified Canadian pharmacies, since Canadian drugs are often cheaper. And BlinkHealth.com offers good pricing for generic drugs. With 1 in 4 Americans struggling to afford their prescription drugs, a little legwork now can save you a lot of money in the long run. For the Now, I'm Kamasi Aaron.
Good information, Kamasi. Thank you. Let's check back in with our lineup here. Really interesting story. Immigrant women sharing the food from their home countries by welcoming strangers into their homes, the unique cooking classes that offer much more than just a new recipe. Let's start the Now News feed. The NSA manned a controversial surveillance program. Program looked at phone records and tracked who's calling who and how long they were on the phone for. Program does not look at the content of calls, according to the NSA. Well, think of a future without passwords. The World Wide Web Consortium has approved a new standard for computer security, meaning this could potentially become a reality soon. That standard will rely on you having a device that's a plug in your computer to log in safely to your accounts instead of a password. Virgin Atlantic no longer going to require flight attendants to wear makeup at work. They also no longer have to make a special request to wear pants instead of a skirt. The airline says the goal of all of this is to make their employees feel a little bit more comfortable on the job. Well, we've all seen them by now. Maybe even you try them. You think of a meal subscription box like HelloFresh, Blue Apron's another really popular one. But now the same service exists for our pets. And now Annie Taylor has what's involved and why some pet parents are using these.
There are at least 3 different companies right now delivering gourmet food. Now, you may be wondering why pets even need luxurious meals, but there are actually several reasons pet owners are turning to them. First, we've recently told you about regular dog food being recalled due to concerns of too much vitamin D. Now, this hasn't been the first time we've seen a pet food recall. In 2007, the FDA found melamine, a chemical that was used in fertilizers in Asia, in pet food. Now, these types of concerns have been inspiring people to turn to more natural and organic pet food. Also, as people become more health conscious about their own food, they're also making sure that their pets are eating healthy. Others may opt for fresh veggies and rice for pets who can no longer chew on hard kibble. So, what kind of meals can you get? Well, one service called Nom Nom Now offers 4 meals for $15. That's $3.75 per meal. And their meals mainly consist of some kind of protein with veggies and brown rice. Nom Nom says its meals are portioned and personalized for your pet's weight goals. And turns out the Instant Pot isn't just for humans. Nope. Yeah Doggy makes pet meals that are ready to be made fresh in the Instant Pot. And they've had similar recipes to Nom Nom Now. Yeah Doggy claims its food helps with digestion, healthy skin and coats, energy and weight management. Yeah Doggy isn't in business just yet, but there are plenty of other pet-friendly food services out there as well.
Well, it is Fat Tuesday, the final day before the 40-day Lenten fast. And to celebrate Mardi Gras, Crab in a Bag is hosting an all-you-can-eat seafood dinner. Crab in a Bag is located on Union Avenue, and it's celebrating Fat Tuesday by offering all-you-can-eat crawfish for just $20 per person. The deal is good until 9 o'clock tonight. You can get crawfish, potatoes, corn, all slathered in Cajun sauce. If you choose to go enjoy, make sure you, of course, wear your comfy/stretchy pants. All right, let's take a live look at downtown Bakersfield. We've been tracking the storm as it moves through. We've been seeing pockets of rain. Allison, what's to come? Well, I think more of that is going to be making its way into the county. We are tracking an atmospheric river event that is bringing a good soaking. Well, already did earlier this afternoon, and that's only going to continue into the evening hours. You can see this stream is aiming directly into Kern County. So earlier today, we did see those pockets of that moderate rainfall, but right now, Bakersfield looks to be in the clear, just looking at some cloudy conditions. But you can see in the western portion of the valley, that's where we are seeing that moderate to heavy rainfall, and that's slowly going to be pushing over Bakersfield as well as into our mountain communities. So you can expect that to continue, but already today here in Bakersfield, seeing just more than 0.3 of an inch of rain, and into Hatch Peak nearing 0.4 of an inch. Again, that is only going to continue to increase by this time tomorrow. So this system going to be bringing that moderate rainfall throughout the very early morning hours tomorrow. This is by 5 a.m. looking at some light rain here in Bakersfield, but a little bit heavier up in the Kern River Valley. And then this system is going to be slowing down and starting to push to our south. So by the afternoon, looking at just cloudy skies, could see some pockets of very light showers, but we are going to be seeing some instability in the atmosphere that does bring up the chance for some afternoon thunderstorms. Then this system will mostly be clearing by the very early morning hours on Thursday. That is going to be the calm before our next storm system. So we are tracking a chance for rock and mudslides this evening. Already seeing reports on Facebook of some rock slides
up near the Kero River Valley. We are tracking the chance for some isolated thunderstorms, especially in the western portion of the valley with very strong winds. And when thunder roars, make sure that you go indoors. So we are tracking not only a wind advisory here in the valley, but also a flash flood watch in our mountain and desert cities. That's something that we will be keeping an eye on throughout the early morning hours tomorrow. But because this is such a warm system, look at this. Temperatures up to 72 degrees by Wednesday, and then we are tracking a colder system, not bringing as much moisture as this one, moving into the county on Thursday into Friday down to a high of 56 degrees, drying out on Saturday and tracking yet another system on Sunday into Monday.
And of course, this storm could possibly bring some road closures and flooding in some areas across the county. For the latest developments on conditions, traffic, and warnings, just head to our website, turn223.com. You can also send us pictures and videos of the storm to our 23ABC Facebook page, or you can email news@kero.com. We're going to bring you the latest storm developments tonight on 23ABC News at 11.
Sometimes it's nice to see things from another point of view. In some respects, that's what people are doing by signing up for a very unique cooking class. And the Now's Chris Welch found participants leave with much more than just a recipe.
Okay. An elaborate table is set.
Okay.
Argentinian folk music fills the room.
Welcome.
And 5 strangers, including us, get together in Mirta Rinaldi's apartment.
I grew up in the mountains.
To learn the culture.
This is yerba mate with chamomile.
And cuisine.
Then we sip through. And that's how we drink mate.
Of her home country of Argentina.
Cooking it's been my passion all my life. So teaching this from my home and sharing our culture, it's a gift.
It's a culture where food, specifically meat, plays a big role.
Número uno, barbecuing. Everything. Meat, steak.
Mirta is just one in a network of 14 instructors, all part of what's called the League of Kitchens.
So please, start eating because we have a lot to work.
It's an organization where someone originally from another country can impart their culture and recipes onto eager students.
Doesn't that look yummy?
Regardless of their cooking ability.
Yummy!
Clearly.
All right.
Chopping parsley for a chimichurri sauce.
That's amazing.
Try it with bread.
Gladly. You put this on what?
Meat. A lot of meat.
So much meat and so much smoke. The fire alarm goes off so often here, Mirta's daughter knows exactly what to do.
Pretty much everything.
Soon the main course was finished and the short ribs were served. The verdict?
I'll wait till you finish chewing.
I don't know if I'll ever stop finish chewing because I'm just going to keep eating. I think that the best way to learn someone's culture is through food.
The meat should be dipped in the chimichurri.
Mirta believes when we learn about someone's culture, we learn to respect each other's differences.
Well, we need that more than ever.
And it's why she opens her home every Sunday.
I love it.
Reporting for The Now in Queens, New York, I'm Chris Welch.
Chris, thank you. Let's start the Now news feed with the new vaccine that hopes to mean fewer shots for young children. The vax is for children who are from 6 weeks old to 4 years old. One shot covers 6 different diseases like hepatitis B. New numbers showing concerns for the nursing home industry. The New York Times found about 440 nursing homes closed or merged over the past decade. Financial problems, a huge reason why. Times said these homes are having a tough time filling low-paying jobs to stay open in many cases. Well, Americans are carrying more credit card debt than ever. The Federal Reserve says it's now at $870 billion. A big concern is Americans older than 60 are holding a major portion of that debt. Hyundai is giving drivers the option of completely ditching their keys. Car company introducing a digital key. Would actually allow drivers to unlock the car with their smartphone. Drivers can give up to 4 people access to the car using the system. Digital key also allows drivers to start the car. You place your phone on a wireless charging pad at the center of the console, then you just press a button on the dashboard to start the car. Now, leaving your stuff in an Uber, that can be an absolute nightmare, but Uber now has a new way for you to get it back, and it's through their app. You tap on your trips, select the trip where you left your stuff behind, tap I lost an item, then contact driver about lost item. You pick the number where you want to be contacted. Now, obviously, in some cases, you may lose the phone itself. Hey, it happens. But you can still do this on Uber's website, and you can enter a friend's phone number system will call the driver and let them know that you lost your phone. They should contact you through your friend so you can find a way to get your phone back. All right, let's get back to our lineup here. The latest fitness craze, which always seems to be something new. This one's really taking us back to the basics because we're really just talking about stretching, which is essentially important as you age. Well, we're going to take a look at what these classes are offering. When was the last time you stretched longer than just a couple of minutes? Now Zany Taylor shows us the latest fitness craze pushing people's limits.
My body is never not sore.
Valerie Grantham is like a lot of us.
I'm very sedentary when I'm not working out. I work at least 9 or 10 hours a day sitting in front of a computer.
Miss Valerie, did you do your Orange Theory today?
3 to 4 times a week, Valerie gets her exercise in, but says as she's gotten older, it's a lot harder to recover.
Here I'm taking Miss Valerie to our glute stretch.
That's why she decided to try the latest fitness craze, a stretch studio.
A lot of times when we see like tight glutes, that's when we see people with a lot of back pain.
Ben is a stretch practitioner at Stretch Zone and says most of his clients come in with aches, pains, and soreness.
As we're getting older, our muscles are only getting tighter.
The tighter your muscles, the more prone you are to injury, muscle tears, and extreme joint pain.
I couldn't do any of this at home. I wouldn't be able to move my body in the ways that they move my body.
That's because at Stretch Zone, they use a patented strap system to safely push your edge and gain even more flexibility than what you can get from at-home stretching.
I leave here feeling much better than I came in.
Stretch studios like this are popping up all over. But if a stretch studio isn't in your budget, we spoke with a personal trainer who gave us 3 stretches you can do at home to increase flexibility and range of motion. It can't hurt to try a few times a week.
The more you stretch, the better you're going to feel.
For the Now, I'm Annie Taylor.
All right, Annie, thank you. And kind of on the health front, look, there's so many snack bars that are out there these days, and they do seem like a healthy way to go. But tomorrow on the Now, dietitian talks about just how healthy they really are and what you need to look for.
And coming up after the break, we're tracking this latest storm system moving through Kern County. We'll check back in with Allison Gargaro to see when the rain is expected to return.
And we continue to track the latest on this atmospheric river event that has brought a good soaking across Kern County earlier this afternoon. But here in Bakersfield, there's a little bit of a lull in that rain. You can see one tiny little rain band that could be bringing some light rain to us here in Bakersfield right now, but pockets of moderate to heavy rainfall in the western portion of the valley, as well as in our desert cities. So that does bring up the potential to see some lightning as well as small hail. And this rain is only going to continue overnight into the early morning hours tomorrow, and then this system will be pushing south by the evening hours on Wednesday, and then we are tracking yet another system. So the next 3 days, really the next 7 days, we have the chance to see some rain chances as well as snow chances in the mountains. Our next storm going to be bringing snow down to pass level.
Ooh, okay, be careful out on the road there tonight. We'll see you back here tonight at 11.